Get ready to look at some of the Super Friends' goofiest mistakes ever made in their pursuit of Saturday morning cartoon justice. Along with some really cool fun facts at the end.
Immediate action should be taken.
Hey, Frady Cat here. We are about to go back in time to the 1970s to look at one of the most successful Saturday morning cartoons of all time, the Super Friends. Now, I'm right outside the Hall of Justice, and in just a few moments, I'm about to go in to see the world's greatest superheroes.
I can't pull free!
Remember the episode Swamp of the Living Dead from the Challenge of the Super Friends featuring the Legion of Doom? In that episode, Green Lantern is captured in the swamp.
Wonder Woman calling Green Lantern. It's no use.
I'll go to the swamp and check it out.
Superman, is your X-ray vision turned on? 'Cause, he's right there.
If I don't report back by midnight, I want you all to converge on the swamp.
Wonder Woman calling Green Lantern. It's no use.
But guys, he's standing right over there. He's right there.
The next day, at the Hall of Justice.
It's been over an hour and there's no sign of Aquaman or the diving bell.
Something's overpowering my muscles. I can't seem to control them.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
It's been over an hour and there's no sign of Aquaman or the diving bell.
Oh, the radar screens. There's no sign of it.
Come on, guys, not again.
The signal ring locator should spot him anywhere on Earth.
Well, maybe the Super Friends were so focused on their computer screens that they didn't notice Aquaman was standing right there next to them. You know, the way people get distracted with cell phones. Except you'd think Aquaman would notice that he's actually there.
Aquaman's ring is either malfunctioning or something is trapping its beam.
This kind of stuff happens all the time on the Super Friends.
If you receive any message from Aquaman, contact us immediately.
Meanwhile, okay, Superman, ready when you are. Right, Green Lantern?
In this episode, in this scene, Superman and Green Lantern rush to rescue their fellow Super Friends from the Legion of Doom.
Superman, hurry, we've got to get out of here.
But the crazy thing is, while Green Lantern is outside helping in the rescue, he's also inside waiting to be rescued.
What in blazing kryptonite is happening here?
This episode features time travel, which of course I love, but it leaves me with such a headache though. How come when the Legion of Doom erased Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern from history, their villains don't also go away? I, the Dark Historian, wonder this as well. Was it not Lex Luthor's hate for Superman, created by Luthor's hair loss, by Superboy's actions, that led to his life of crime and evil?
And blew the gas fumes at me, causing my hair to fall out. But
As told in the greatest Super Friends episode of all time, The History of Doom.
Perhaps some future race can benefit from this final message. I am the last survivor of the incredible disaster unleashed by the Legion of Doom.
Without a Superboy, there could be no Luthor as the leader of the Legion of Doom.
You have just witnessed the greatest victory the Legion of Doom has ever had!
Hey, big guy, don't you think you're taking that whole gritty superhero thing, a bit too far? So guys, why is it that some of you have such a hard time keeping your pants on? I mean, seriously. Hawkman, do you have like special invisible pants that come and go at will, or what's going on there?
No man has the right to be judge and jury for the world.
Drama queen. Look, no offense, Batman. I mean, you're a legend, but you have a big history of costume difficulties, starting back on your 1968 animated series.
Holy catastrophe! This must be the work of some interplanetary villain.
We haven't a moment to lose.
Guys, do you think it could be the work of a cartoonist on a budget and overly restrictive time constraints?
How can that be?
Nah, that's too simple. Batman, you had the pants issue on the new Scooby-Doo movies TV series of the early 70s as well, with some other very strange issues with your costume.
Holy incredibilities, Batman! Who on earth's capable of such an evil threat?
Sounds like a job for you and me, Wonder Woman.
We should probably talk to the artist at Hanna-Barbera about your ever-changing emblem, Batman.
The Justice League computer should be able to answer that.
You know, Black Vulcan has the same kind of issues with his costume. Sometimes he has shorts, then pants, then sleeves, then no sleeves. It's almost as if space and time were unraveling.
Fortunately for all of us, the Justice League put an end to that idea.
Even Superman isn't immune. His red cape once turned blue for some reason.
It's a trick!
So you guys never noticed your weird costume changes? Well, how about the times your voices bounced around other characters? On a few occasions, Batman's voice, supplied by classic TV actor Olin Soul, could be heard coming out of the wrong Super Friend.
Taking over the SP oil reserves in Saudi Arabia.
We've got to try to stop him. Come on.
The Superman.
The creature must have escaped into the swamp. We've got to find it.
I'm on my way.
Track this UFO from Mid-City, and I'll be your Minister of Science.
And sometimes, Superman's voice would come out of another Super Friend.
We'll split up and search for him. And the Secret Four have warned that it's only the first.
Thanks, Batman. That was a close one.
Well, we'd like to help, Superman.
Do y'all remember when they drew in an extra arm for Green Lantern?
If it's a just you want, it's a just you'll get.
It's a good thing they caught their mistake fast. I mean, can you imagine GL and his secret identity trying to explain that one? So Super Friends, why do y'all tend to say aloud what action you're about to take right before you do it, even when you're alone?
Now for some telepathic teamwork.
My three-dimensional Batman image projector should handle these fellows.
My power ring will keep a bubble of air on me underwater.
The bat cable should do the trick.
The Enforcer, he's escaping.
Aquaman, are you and Wonder Woman an item? Seems like the majority of the time you two are teaming up together.
Wonder Woman, I will search in this one.
It's a trap!
And now, some quick Super Friends fun facts.
I taught him everything he knows.
Maybe he does know.
The voice of Zan and Gleek was done by Michael Bell, who, like everyone else, did other voices as well on the show. He was the voice of Bruce Banner on the 80s Hulk cartoon and the voice of DC Comics' Plastic Man from 79 to 81. He was also the voice of the Riddler on Challenge of the Super Friends. He provided the voice of Lex Luthor as a young man in the episode History of Doom. While Bell didn't do the voice of the adult Lex Luthor on the Super Friends, he would go on to do the adult Lex Luthor for the 1988 Superman animated series for CBS. I did a video for the 88 Superman cartoon on my TV Crazy Man channel a couple of years ago, but I'll probably do an updated version for the Frady Cat cartoons channel at some point. Shannon Farnan was the voice of Wonder Woman until 1983. She also appeared in live-action acting roles like Dragnet and Marcus Welby. At the time of the debut of Black Vulcan, DC Comics had a black superhero named Black Lightning, but from what I read, Hanna-Barbera went with their own black superhero with lightning powers, Black Vulcan, because of rights issues. Some sources say Hanna-Barbera didn't want to pay to use the character, and some say that Black Lightning's creator, Tony Isabella, didn't approve. I've always been curious as to why they didn't use Black Lightning on the Super Friends instead of creating Black Vulcan. If you would like more Super Friends history and facts, let me know in the comments below. Or if you'd like to see some Super Friends funny parodies, I can work on that as well. Check out the main page of the Frady Cat Cartoons channel for more Saturday morning cartoon facts, funny parodies, and original characters that I hope to keep improving on so that maybe someday they will be as memorable as the Saturday morning characters I grew up with. Your input and opinions are extremely important.
Thanks, Batman.
And please subscribe, hit like, and share this video, and keep watching to support this small but growing channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
Activate the time machine.